is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes only, I'm in control. Turn the music up, let the rhythm roll. I move my body, I'm alive, I glow. Unstoppable, dancing through the fire. Every step higher, taking me higher. Smile so big, can't hold it in. Good vibes, good life, let's begin. Every scar made me wiser. Every tear lit the fire. I don't fear what's ahead.
And I am live, everybody. How are you? How are you guys doing? This is Arnett. I am the face behind this beautiful business page, YouTube page, and my personal Facebook page. Hello, hello, hello. It's been a while, everyone. Super, super grateful to be here, guys. My goodness. Yeah, so basically, for those of you who doesn't know me, my name is Arnett. I am the face behind this business page, and also I am I am a mother of two beautiful kids. It's been a while, I know, and also I have been running this business for quite some time now. My goodness, I just finished doing my one-on-one coaching with my mentee, with my business partner from Minnesota, because we just welcome a new business partner, right? So I am so so grateful, guys. Ang bait-bait talaga ni Lord, right? It took us like almost 3 hours to finish everything. At the same time, I am teaching them because this is so new. There is a new promotions that is happening in our business world, and we really want to make it sure that our new mom business partner joining this community will maximize her commissions as well. So again, so 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 grateful to be here, guys. And my topic tonight is all about, I was in a convention in Florida. That my energy, oh, everyone, I don't have an energy. Like, it took me a while to really recover. Yeah, in Florida, but I just love everything about it. And I really want to talk to you guys. One of the topic over there that I've learned, that was shared from our leaders in the business community, is it's all about my hero, the story you didn't know you were living. And that's gonna be my topic for tonight. It's always nice to go back because I really want to be in that frequency, in that vibration in Florida. That's why I like going back there, because I really want to. Since I am in a high vibration right now, we just closed 4 contracts this evening, and so happy, very, very happy. I really want to make sure that everything is taken care of. Our new babies who just joined the business is also taken care of, and she's super super excited to go to her training. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing an onboarding, training my team also to the proper way of onboarding as well, because it's always nice to duplicate yourself, right? What I've learned from other people, I implemented in my life, and I'm also going to share it with my team, and my team will also share it with their team, right? So that's what they call duplication. And that's something that I've learned too when I was in Florida, also, to really remove the stress, right? The stress level. So yeah, so there's something that I have been doing behind the scene, right? So good evening. I hope you all have an amazing day. So if you're joining me tonight for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Arnett, and today I really want to share one of the biggest lessons I took from day one of our conventions in Florida. It wasn't about it wasn't about marketing, it wasn't about algorithm, it wasn't about Facebook ads, right? It wasn't about even it wasn't even about making money. It was about something much deeper than that. It was about identity, right? Because the truth is, guys, the business you're building will never outgrow the person you're becoming. Boom, I get that. The business you're building will never outgrow the person you're becoming. And that's exactly why this event impacted me so much. I flew across the country, from San Francisco to Dallas, Texas, and from Dallas, Texas to Florida, right? And I flew across the country expecting to learn some business strategies, but instead, I walk away realizing something about myself that really completely changed how I see my own story. So today I want to share that lesson with you guys, because again, you can borrow my belief, I borrow someone else's belief, because my belief before is not really working for me. That's the reason why I step into a personal development world, because I really want to follow someone else's belief that I look up to and implement that in my personal life, in my business life, and also in my corporate life as well, right? And that really helped me emotionally, spiritually, and physically as well. Yeah, and I really want to share it with you guys as well. So, that room, my goodness, it's just 600 people in that room and 600 people virtually, right? And being there with the like-minded people that supports you, that inspires you, the stories that they shared is really that's how it is. I love listening to someone else's story. I love listening to their challenges in life and how they overcome that. I always love to learn something new from different cultures, from different individuals that been through a lot, or that been what they've learned in life, and what they can share uh, on the spot that I can learn from them too, right? So just like imagine walking into a room filled with hundreds of entrepreneurs, right? You are dealing with different backgrounds, different countries, different ages too, my goodness, and different businesses. Yet somehow everyone was connected by one thing. And what is that one thing? Hope. Some people were celebrating, some people were starting over. What else? Some people had already built successful business, but they will really want to expand their businesses also, because of, if you outgrow your other business, why not try another business? To try something new, to have another source of income, right? Like my mentor always told me, like it's always nice to have multiple sources of income, right? And others also had just made their first sale on that day. But every single person in that room had a story. And while listening to all these incredible speakers, and I'm one of them, one message really kept me repeating itself. Your story matters. Not because it's perfect, but because someone else is waiting to hear it, because you never know, your story could be the one that changed someone else's life, right? That's the reason why when I first wrote my first book, right, with 33 authors, I really don't want to share my story to the world. But but I really thought about it a lot, because I really don't want to go back to the old version of me that is so miserable, that is so sad, right? And I really thought about it, like, what if my story can potentially change someone else's life? A different perspective, right? And then, like, for me, like, that was an aha moment, because for me personally, I would be so selfish if I will not share my own story and someone out there is waiting to hear it. And that probably my story can change her life, right? So that would be so selfish for me for not sharing it. So that, you know through the power of accountability partners, and also having a mentor that really guide you through that vulnerability moment. It's just the most amazing thing that happened to me back then, right? And yeah, so when I was in the convention in Florida, one of the leaders talked about my hero. That is the most powerful session that I've learned so far. You know, it's my hero. At first, I thought the speaker was going to talk about someone famous, about because of the word a hero. Maybe someone that is successful entrepreneur, right? Maybe someone that they admire and they're gonna share their story. Or but the thing is, that's not what happened. Instead, the speaker, our leaders ask us a question. Who is your hero? Everyone immediately started thinking of someone else. Or maybe some of them probably thinking our parents, our mentors, someone is successful, someone inspirational, right? But then everything shifted, everything changed. The speaker challenged us, what if the hero you've been looking for has been you all along? And that question really stopped me because I never thought about me, because I started thinking about my own journey when they mentioned that. Like 6 years ago, I wasn't standing on stages, right? I wasn't leading a morning routine in our business community. I wasn't speaking to thousands of people. I wasn't helping women build business online. And also, I wasn't an international best-selling author, right? I was simply a mom trying to figure life out. That was me 6 years ago, you know. And now I remember when they shared that, I remember being on maternity leave, right? Holding my little boy, questioning everything. Would I ever find a way to work from home? That is my biggest thing because at the time, um, it was pandemic and there's so many people getting laid off. And then I only have few more weeks to go and have to go back to the office and like, oh my gosh, pandemic is here, no daycare, school closed, 6 feet distance, right? You can not even talk to anybody, and all this face mask in there. Like, how I'm gonna go back to the office, and I have a 4-month-old son, right? I don't want to get that, you know, those. I don't want to say word because I'm live, right? Yeah, I'm just following the community standards, right? Yeah, but I really don't know bring anything from work, and I have a 4-month-old son, right? So I question everything, right? And then yeah, so I would, but the thing is, like, I would I ever find a way to work from home? That's the question. Would I always miss these moments? Could I really build something different? And I had spent nearly 20 years in the banking and I love serving people, but deep inside, I really want more flexibility. I really want more time and spend quality time with my kids, especially for my newborn, right? And I really want to do something big in my life, which I don't know because back then I really don't know what is my purpose, and I want to find that. And what's gonna happen once you're not the you're depressed, you're looking for more, right? And I end up praying, right? I prayed, I questioned, then one opportunity showed up in front of me. Honestly, I didn't really believe it immediately. I did my research, I asked questions, I listened carefully, I took small step, little by little, and everything began changing. Not overnight, but one decision at a time. One book, one Zoom, one conversation with my mentor, one mindset shift, and one uncomfortable actions that I did. And until one day I look back and I realized that, oh my gosh, that woman I prayed to become was becoming me, because I was like such confused. miserable woman and still dealing with the postpartum depression, holding my 4 month old son back then. Right. So I really don't know what I want. But again, I really want to work from home. And it's not a job that showed up, it's actually a business. And how am I scared? I'm not really, but the curiosity was there. And I went for it because I'm still on maternity leave anyway. So, what I'm going to be doing, right? So, and not really doing anything back then. So, I kind of like really curious about the business, and boom, there you go. Yeah. So, and here's something I realized, guys. Most people think heroes never struggle, which is that's not true. Heroes struggle constantly. Heroes doubt themselves. Heroes get rejected. Heroes fail. Heroes cry. Heroes wonder if they're good enough. The only difference is they don't quit, right? Every hero reaches a moment where they have two choices. Are they gonna go back to what's familiar, or they keep moving towards the unknown? And that moment is where the transformation happens. And I really think many of you watching today are standing in the exact place, right? Maybe you're thinking about starting something new. Maybe you're rebuilding after disappointment that has happened in your life. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're afraid, right? Maybe you've been praying for a sign. But what if this conversation is simply reminding you that your story isn't over, right? So, one lesson that really touched my heart on that presentation in Florida is I was realizing that people don't connect to perfection. They connect to honesty. And nobody follows someone because they have the easiest life. They follow someone because they see themselves in that person. That's why I share my journey, not because it's perfect, but because if one mom or one corporate employee, one immigrant, one person wondering if life could be different feels seen, then sharing my story was worth it, right? And that's the greatest gift we can give to someone else is hope. Not false promises, not pretending that life is easy. Hope. Hope says if she can keep going, maybe I can too. If she can do it, maybe I can do it too, right? Right? You know we have different stories in our life. My story is different than yours, right? But we have kind of like similarity. Maybe we're the same situation but different level of awareness as well, right? And this is where oh and here's something that I learned that really completely changed how I create a content too. People don't connect with topics, right? In I'm relating this to the business that I'm doing right now, right? People don't connect with topics, they connect with identity. Instead of speaking to everyone, I only speak to one person. Maybe it's the hardworking mom like me, right? And that's basically that I am that kind of like uh the targeting. I am targeting really the immigrant mom like me who has a corporate job that really wants to build a new life, right? Maybe it's a corporate employee wondering if there is another way as well. Maybe it's the woman who gives everything to everyone else but has forgotten herself. When that person hears your story, they don't think that's they only say, oh, that's a nice post, right? They think, oh my goodness, that's me. Because again, you cannot really fake your own story. But if I'm sharing like, okay, I'm a Reneth and I really deal with a really bad postpartum depression, and like, oh my gosh, if someone like you who deal with a postpartum depression, we have that common challenges that we face in the past, and then you want to know more about it, I can actually ask someone, how did you deal with that situation, right? Yeah. So and that's when transformation begins, because now you are sharing your story to someone else, and they're picking up your vibration, because it really does resonates to their story. And then that's where um curiosity come, and then they want to know more about it. How did you deal with that? How did you find a business while you're dealing with a postpartum depression too? See, so there's so many questions right there. And then of course, because people don't just want information as well, they want to feel understood. Yeah, so as I left Florida, I wasn't really thinking how many notes I had taken. I wasn't thinking about the flights or the hotel, or even the event itself. I kept thinking about one sentence: maybe. Maybe you are already someone else's hero. Maybe your children are watching. Maybe your family is watching. Maybe someone you'll never even met yet will one day hear your story. And and then they decide not to give up, right? So you'll probably never know how many lives your courage touches, right? So don't wait until you think you're successful enough. Don't wait until everything is perfect, right? And don't wait until you're fearless. Start sharing your story now. Start growing now. Start becoming now. Because heroes are not born, heroes are built. One decision, one challenge, one lesson, and one act of courage at a time. So again, share what you can offer to the table. Share your story, because you never know that your story can impact someone else's life, so they can share their story, because you never know, someone out there is waiting for your story, so they can move forward, fail forward. So whatever they experience in the past that make them feel that they are a failure, it's not actually, because you've been through this, and this person is waiting for you to speak up, because again, you never know that your voice can potentially change her life. Yeah. So that's it for me, everybody, for tonight. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this really message resonated with you, I'd love to know, what part of your story are you learning to embrace instead of hide, right? I love to hear your journey as well. And yeah, so just keep growing, keep believing, and never ever forget that the hero you've been searching for maybe already be looking back at you in the mirror, right? So that's pretty much it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And oh, thank you for all my business partners that's watching tonight, watching from USA. Hello, Hirangi, right? Thank you for tuning in. OPB, thank you. It's one of my accountability partners also. And this business helps. Yes, she basically started this business, do this business for 5 months, and retired at the age of 45. How cool is that, right? So, yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you. And thank you, Alex. Hey, Ade Sharon, you're still awake. Oh my goodness. It's already 10 to 11, 12 to 1, 1:32 at your time, or 12:32 at your time. So thank you so much, everybody. So that's it. And Ate Sharon, congratulations. We have a new business partner here. So welcome, welcome. And that's it for me. Thank you, and have a good night. Bye bye.
This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it